So, since that point, actually physically, I have changed energetically. My body is actually different than it used to be. So now we're finally getting to the entertainment. So the entertainment is what my good friend Meryl here calls energetic fractal yoga, which is pretty much what it is. So I'll briefly explain. I'm really jumping ahead here, but I'll briefly explain. We have, oh hey, it's a crayon. Cool. A happy person. And in working with the energy, what basically I've been instructed on is that we have what I would call infinity loops. And we have three main infinity loops. We've got one right up there. Infinite. Your mind is infinite. The possibilities that exist within your mind are infinite. And your brain looks like it too. You ever think of that? Two lobes. You've got another big infinity loop right here. The heart. Your capacity for emotional experience and love is absolutely infinite. There is no limit to what your heart can experience at all. And your heart even looks like it, right? You got two infinity loops here and two right below. You got a four-chambered heart. Bilateral symmetry is really important. And, yeah, that's right, we got another one right down there. Our capacity as evolutionary beings is infinite. It's not infinite in the physical sense that you can give birth to an infinite number of children, that you could have, well, maybe you could have infinite sexual pleasure. Actually, you could. That's not a problem either. But, and the collective, and the evolutionary thrust of life, it's infinite. Everything from single cell amoebas to us. Infinite. It's me, that's Meryl. He's buzzing. So, as I was instructed or realized or whatever, it's kind of hard to say instructed, realized, because what I've been doing is I've been going into energy and finding what's true. Because energy is always true. Energy cannot lie. It is impossible for energy to lie. Energy is always true. Can't fool you. So I've been going into energy and kind of finding what all this is about. So there's three main things. Oh, art!
That was my fault.
Attack of the art.
Thank you very much.
Thank goodness there's a
Stealing the show.
Yep. So these are the main energetic centers, which I would call the divine energy centers in your body. But you also have two others, which is kind of the throat and then here the stomach. These aren't really infinity loops. These are a little bit different because these are more tied to your personal expression as an individual vehicle. Your throat center here is actually what goes out and what comes in. So this is, you personally have to regulate this one. How do you engage the rest of the world, and what are you taking from it? And then you've got another one here in your stomach, which is influenced by this, which you're putting out and taking in, which is then changing your physical manifestation. But anyway, we have a central column of energy that runs through the center of our body, and these are where the energy centers are. And then we have kind of like these wild filaments, arms and legs that come out. And particularly hands and feet, you can feel a lot of energy with hands and feet. Even if you don't know you can. You actually can. And basically, we are, as the nature of our being, we are bioenergetic beings. That's what we are. We are like, we're walking around robots. We're energy beings. And so we're magnetic. And that's why, if I have, a little EEG thing, I can take your pulse from here, right? I don't actually need to touch you. If you have a sensitive enough instrument, you can stand about 15 feet away from the person, you can take their pulse. Why? You are emitting electromagnetic frequencies. And it comes out of your body in the form of a torus, actually. Anyway, we're getting to the entertainment. So, also at this time I found that I could do some really kind of strange exercises that I could not do before. And so yeah, we call it energetic fractal yoga. So I don't know if you want to stand up or whatever. I have to do it on the floor. And so anyway, this is what I do now most days when I'm at home. I do this quite a bit. And I also do this when I work with the medicine, so some of my friends here, they've seen me do this. But anyway, I start on my back, and what I do is I try to get a little here, and adjust my ponytail. But I just kind of pull myself, it's hard to do on a hard floor, but I can pull myself up into the air like this. I'm actually not using my shoulder muscles, I can kind of just wiggle around. So I'm just like a big magnet. So I'm really just using the energy, not really using my muscles. But anyway, so I do a lot of fun stuff where I just kind of flip around like this, and I move the energy with my arms, my hands, and my torso. And I'll do this for a couple hours at a time because I really enjoy doing it. It's a lot of fun, and it looks pretty strange. But it's just moving through the energy. So we like to call it energetic fractal yoga.